Yeah, I get right to the racks. Then I make that shit back. Run up on me, get shot in the back.
It's Jerry TV in a beautiful VS Scout Chat, man. Make another Daddy City Pops. We have the Murder for Hire, because I didn't do no Murder for Hire. That's what he said in the unreleased song. Yeah, like some song that just leaked. They're talking about Murder for Hire, because I didn't do no for Murder for Hire. Little Durk arrested in Murder for Hire plot. Everything we need to know.
Yeah, welcome to Jerry TV.
Did you expect this, Pops?
I expected the other dude that got arrested that did the shooting with the Julio.
Oh, Young and Ace, right? Some Murder for Hire shit.
Got arrested before him. But,
good point.
I'm super disappointed. We have another young black rapper, young rich black rapper, messing it up. And I know it's innocent to proven guilty, but they have like overwhelming evidence. Like this might not even go to trial.
Yeah, he just took a plea for like 30 years or some shit.
He might have to just he should be scrambling right now to hide his money because this is crazy what's going on.
Yo, it's Jerry TV. This is Pops Reacts. I'm Jerry TV if you're new to the channel. Subscribe, request, and react. Pops, give them the rundown before we get into it.
Yeah, and I'm going to do a quick disclaimer. If you have, if you're emotionally attached to this artist in any way, I don't want to offend you anyway. I'm just going to say it was real because I'm really disappointed in Little Durk. I thought he was changing it when he pulled out that song. All my life.
All my life.
And then he had Mr. Peace, J. Cole in it. But it's your first time tuning in, subscribe to the channel, request a content, and then we react. Super people in my comments on Javen TV. On Instagram. I'm 67 years old, so bear with me. On my Instagram, Pops React, and his Instagram, Javen TV, like, yo, you gotta do the Little Durk situation. He messed up. So we're not here to chastise. We're just here to call it what it is. Subscribe to the channel, request a content, and then we react.
Join the Discord
below. Super dope.
Let's have right to it. I don't want to do too much talking, right? Let's get it.
Too late.
A popular rap artist is behind bars after a shocking arrest, as authorities accuse him of being connected to an alleged murder for hire plot. Chicago rapper Durk Banks, better known by his stage name Lil Durk, was arrested yesterday after allegedly attempting to flee the country, and at this time he's being held in a Broward County jail in Florida, awaiting transfer to the U.S. Marshals. According to the FBI affidavit, the Grammy Award-winning rapper is charged with conspiracy to commit murder for hire. His arrest comes on the same day as federal prosecutors announced in California.
So, two things. The last time I seen Little Durk, he was on a Chicago Bears practice, chilling with the players, hanging out with Caleb Williams. That was the last time I saw him.
Yeah, he was with Central C. I think they were in London.
Yeah, that and they said that he flew to Italy, and he was trying to go to Italy.
He booked 3 different flights.
Oh, he booked 3 different flights to Italy or to
no? So he booked a flight to Switzerland and he booked a flight to Italy, and then he had a private jet going to Italy. Or maybe I'm getting Dubai flight. Dubai flight and a Switzerland flight and then a private jet to Italy. They said that he travels a lot with his girl and all that, but come on, bro. Yeah. You're trying to get out the country. Nobody books 3 different flights at the same time.
He could have maybe got to Spain, because I think Spain, they don't extradite you if they bring you back to give you the death sentence.
He could have just went to Cuba from Florida.
He should have. I would have paid. I would have got somebody hair done, like my joint, like my blonde hair. Mm-hmm. I would have got a lookalike and put him on the plane.
Oh.
Shipped them that way, and I would have went that way.
But that's so hard to get a lookalike.
Nah, he got money. He could have did it.
Yeah, that is true.
He had money to do all that other
dumb shit.
California, the charges of 5 other men for the attempted murder of Georgia rapper Quando Rondo, whose real name is Tyquan Bowman. Prosecutors say those 5 men all have ties to Chicago gangs and all targeted the Georgia rapper in retaliation for the murder of Chicago rapper King Von. According to prosecutors, all 5 men, who include Kevon London Grant, aka Vonnie, Asa Houston, a.k.a. Boogie, David Brian Lindsay, a.k.a. Brown Eyes, Keith Jones, a.k.a. Flocka, and DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, a.k.a. Didi. They all face charges including conspiracy to commit murder for hire, committing murder for hire involving death, and use of a machine gun in a violent crime resulting in death. And the most serious charge carries up to the death penalty if convicted. According to prosecutors, all 5 men have ties to Lil Durk's hip-hop group Only the Family, also known as OTF.
Yo, rappers are the only group of people that they make $10 million and still go to jail.
Yeah, and stay in the hood shit. And then you want to hear people like, well, they got set up. No, you just made a boatload of generational wealth for your kids, and you decide to continue with this crazy behavior. it's already crazy that we normalize it in the hood. Oh, your little Pookie got shot. This we already like this normal, but then you're the chosen one to get out of the hood, and then you indulge in that. Like it's the same thing with Young Thug and the other dude that killed his friends that had the mistrial. What's his name?
Melly.
Well,
Melly was younger, but these guys are seasoned in the game, 10 years plus. Like Durk and
so much money to like, and it's not even about money. Like you're on a stage where you can make the youth better. You know, you're making songs that are positive vibes. You got J. Cole, and then meanwhile you're doing this shit.
Yeah.
And again, he's innocent to prove it guilty, but obviously,
like the feds pick you up. That's hard.
Well, yeah, because I saw someone when the feds come get you, it's because they've been watching you. They have evidence. The state come get you, and then they try to figure out because they kind of just trying to get you off the street. The feds will let you do whatever you want, but when they grab you, it's like
it's over.
By Lil Durk more than a decade ago. And according to the FBI, OTF members engage in violence, including murder and assault, at the direction of Lil Durk and to maintain their status in OTF. King Von, whose real name was Davon Bennett, was also a part of OTF and frequently collaborated with and was a longtime friend of Lil Durk. King Von was shot and killed in November of 2020 outside a nightclub in Atlanta. He was killed in the early morning hours of November 6th during an argument between two groups that escalated into gunfire.
No, it wasn't an argument. Got that wrong. It was King Von being emotional. He ran up on
saw the video,
punched him for no reason, out of nowhere. Rondo said that he didn't even know there was beef at the time. And Little Tim backed him up. Simple as that. Let's call a spade, right?
Yeah, and Little Tim, what's his name?
Little Tim, the guy who shot.
His behavior was just on the strength of who King Von was.
Yeah, and he knew that it was
King
possible.
Von was no one to joke around with. It's either life or death with this guy.
And you know, all of King Von's mans had guns and they didn't even shoot back.
Yeah, I mean, because shit happens quick.
Yeah, that shit just like...
I've been in one or two situations where stuff goes, there's gunfire or something happens, and you can have a gun on you, you're like, oh, I'm out of here.
Yeah, we gotta react to Lil Tim documentary. He's gonna drop one about the situation.
For the record,
perfect timing, too.
But for the record, I never had a weapon.
Shot by Quando's associate Lil Tim after the argument. The indictment doesn't name Davon Bennett, aka King Von. Instead, the charging documents state a high-ranking OTF member described by the initials DB got into a physical altercation with someone referred to as TB, and the circumstances surrounding that incident mirror King Von's murder. The indictment says after DB's death, co-conspirator 1 made clear in coded language that they would pay a bounty or monetary reward to anyone who took part in killing TB for his role in DB's murder. That co-conspirator is allegedly Lil Durk, who authorities say made it known he would pay a bounty to anyone who killed Quando Rondo. According to the court documents, the men used an OTF-associated credit card to buy plane tickets to LA in August of 2022 to search for TB, who is allegedly Quando Rondo, and using funds provided by Lil Durk. Durk allegedly texted an associate arranging the flight, "Don't book no flights under no names involved with me." And prosecutors claim when there, Kevon Grant booked a hotel room for the men to stay at and provided the others with firearms. Grant allegedly procured cars, ski masks, and firearms that were used to find, track, and kill TB.
Under OTF credit cards, which is only the family, which is prior to them having a label. That was kind of their gang in Chicago. Y'all use the same name that y'all use like y'all gang in Chicago, which makes it even worse. Yeah. OTF is only the family that's
So what do you think Kevon Grant stands in this? Do you think he's telling?
One of them are going to tell, obviously, right? Nobody wants to do life in jail.
Everybody's racing to tell because it's so sad, man, because Lil Durk was so talented. I found myself singing some of his songs. And
he's in a set.
Toast. No, he's like,
yeah.
He might as well just pop the sheets and be like, yo, I'm home. Because that's it.
It's over. And they're going to make an example of him for sure. Because you're
traveling
across state lines to kill somebody.
They're gonna make an example of him because he's a rapper. Trust.
Yeah.
According to the FBI, there is video evidence that Durk was staying at the house in the San Fernando Valley that day, a 4-year-old cousin. But when Rondo and his cousin stopped for gas, according to prosecutors, Asa Houston allegedly drove to a nearby alley before Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, and a third unidentified man known in the indictment as co-conspirator 2 carried out the shooting.
You know what's the worst part of this? We're in 2024.
2025.
Basically to 2025. You're gonna get caught. Stop doing this, man. Stop this gun violence randomly, I saw him pull up, shoot at somebody, probably miss, and then drive away and think that the toll reader is not gonna catch a plate. They're not gonna catch you getting out the car going into the Marriott hotel. Yep. They're not gonna catch the plate, last two numbers on the plate number on the Impala car, and then they match it, and then they go to your girlfriend's mother house, and they question your girlfriend's mother, and she's like, yeah.
Daquan had the car.
I mean, stop, yo. Just don't more violence. Just squeeze it. Just fight.
Yeah. Just fight it out at this point. It's not worth it.
Shooting, which was captured on surveillance video. Rondo wasn't injured. However, his cousin passed away after being fatally wounded. According to court documents, the 5 men and co-conspirators used facilities of interstate and foreign commerce, such as planes, cars, cell phones.
I'm not condoning violence, but y'all couldn't even get y'all target. Y'all should have just ran up. The chances of him having straps in Cali. I mean, at the time they knew that Quando was hot because
But they killed the wrong.
That's what I'm saying. That's even worse.
Yeah, I mean, nobody should be dying over this. Like, this is like, and the one disclaimer I can say is, like, in the streets, him, Quando, Rondo, they know what really happened. Like, we getting like tidbits. We go on the top layer of the onion. This shit runs deep. If they're running from state to state, chasing each other,
it's not that deep. I mean, basically, Young Boy was kind of the nigga who started it, and the Quando Rondo's just his mans. So King Von saw Quando Rondo and was like, wanted to punch up on him, and then Lil Tim, and then that's how the bloodshed started. It's all on the internet. Literally, we have cameras and footage of how everything went down for the most part.
Oh wow!
But Durk is from Chicago and them, and then they're Baton Rouge, Louisiana's a Young Boy, and then Quando Rondo's from Savannah, Georgia. They're NBA, which is never broke in. They're OTF. You know?
And there's no uncle. There's nobody that could be like, yo, chill.
I'm happy that Quando could still see another day after the situation. Like, I know he has a little diamond with the drugs. They said that he's conspiracy to drug trafficking, another conspiracy case.
Oh, he's no angel either.
No, but he got a good deal where, like, he's like home and shit like that.
Oh, wow. A good deal. Go to jail, good deal.
And the internet with intent that the murder of TB be committed.
You got a good
After
deal.
the shooting, according to the indictment, the men went to
happening?
a nearby burger spot to discuss payment. Then on the same day, the credit card was used to purchase tickets for Keith Jones, David Bryan Lindsay, Asa Houston, DeAndre Wilson, and co-conspirator 2 to travel back to Chicago. Lil Durk wasn't named in the charging documents against Grant, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston. But according to the indictment, the defendants were offered money and lucrative music opportunities with OTF for the murder of Quando Rondo.
Wow.
Prior to Lil Durk's arrest, the Chicago rapper was being sued by the mother of Chicago drill rapper FBG Duck. FBG Duck was murdered in 2020, and his death led to several convictions in a federal conspiracy trial last June.
All of them.
But his mother sued Lil Durk, OTF, and King Von's estate, alleging they were all involved in the shooting as well. According to the suit, OTF operates as a criminal enterprise. After Grant, Jones, Lindsay, Wilson, and Houston were arrested Thursday, the FBI says Durk booked 2 flights from South Florida airports, one to Dubai and one to Switzerland. He then reportedly booked a flight to Italy, but was arrested in Miami before he could board that flight. Lil Durk and the other defendants are being held pending their transfer back to LA. I want to bring on now Detective Eric Barnes to break down this case even
Mr.
further.
Barnes!
Thank you so much for joining me
Mr.
today. You know,
Forehead!
Lil Durk is a really popular rapper. But what's your reaction?
I got a big forehead, but damn.
We're not here to fry nobody, but you already know, like, my man he's ahead of the game, bro. Yo, he's the HNIC.
He's ahead.
Yo, when I see him, I'll be like, yo, where you headed? Yo, which way you headed?
To his arrest and his alleged connection
Yo, when
to
I
his
see him, he
murder
give me
for
a headache.
of Georgia rapper Quando Rondo.
How do you feel about the overall situation? We kind of got the facts. This is over stupid rat beef, basically. They're not from the same city. It's not like they're from the same city beefing. Like, at least Jacksonville situation is like, well, Julio Fully and Ace, they're more in the same city where, like, it's,
I don't want to make everybody.
Justified.
I don't want to. Not even that. I don't want to make nobody sad. Whatever. I'm just worried about all the children that now are not gonna have a father.
Yeah, Durk are like 7 kids, bro.
Yeah, all his kids. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna suffer. And when they see these kids, if they ever see this video, keep your head up. Life, sometimes stuff happens. You got to keep going. And Quando Rondo and maybe his cousin that rest in peace that died, and his kids and the mothers and the pain, that the unnecessary violence. That's what I'm really concerned about. Thanks for tuning in, and we love y'all. We out of here.
And I know how it gets, so I gotta stay low and I move my knot. I don't trust no nigga, I don't trust no man, ain't no friends, everybody get shot. You never know how nigga gon' throw, I'm hitting the floor with a couple of shots. You better move, you better duck.